It was a typical day on the DonutSMP Minecraft server, and I was busy at work, smelting kelp blocks so I could avoid becoming homeless. Again, when I got a notification that my DoorDash was dropped off, and like the true iPad baby I am, I turned on YouTube to eat, when I came across a YouTube video by BaconWaffles called I Built an Automatic Player Farm. The idea is this: build points of interest all around the map. Players will eventually find the build in question, become curious and explore, and then fall to their deaths. But here's the catch: when the player dies, all their dropped items fall into a minecart that will ride away deep underground and hide itself. Pretty clever idea. After my video, of course, I recommend checking it out if you haven't already. So, the second I saw this, I knew I had to recreate this on the DonutSMP, a server I'd only just started playing and could really use the loot other people have been grinding for. But there's a few roadblocks I would have to tackle. First one being the size of the map.
Right now, the world border on DonutSMP only goes to 250,000 blocks out,
which leaves the odds of someone finding it quite slim. Now, that's not a huge deal, just means I might be waiting a while, but who cares? I'm already busy waiting for my near mint diamond shovel to sell on the auction anyways.
Oh my god.
Second roadblock, the trap. It would have to make sense, be cheap, simple, and be easily recreatable. So, with my 13 plus years of Minecraft experience, I came up with this, the Profit Pitfall V1. And if you just so happen to be a somewhat experienced redstoner, look away now. Anyway, this is how it works. Okay, let me set the scene. A player, we'll call him Goalie, finds a small ungriefed build on the surface. He'll come across a few things on the main floor, but curiously, Goalie finds a shulker box with some items in it, leading him to believe he's the first person to find this place. Next to the shulker is a ladder leading to the basement. Believing he's gonna find more loot, he takes the plunge. Then it happens. A pressure plate on the basement floor activates pistons that breaks the ladders he's climbing on, all while the floor beneath him crumbles. He proceeds to fall an obscene distance down a pit where, at the bottom, he'll crack a totem, if he's holding one. Another pressure plate at the bottom activates dispensers which spray him with instant harming potions, all while an observer sees the dispensers activate and turn on a loop that sprays him with more harming potions. And while all that is happening, another loop beneath all this is activated that sends a slow redstone signal to a hopper minecart that snatches his items and drives away into the sunset, hiding itself in a wall someplace. I know. Genius. Now, as for the hiding, I'm doing something fairly simple, and here's my thought process behind it. On the DonutSMP, players use /RTP, or random teleport, to travel all around the map. In the mind of a base hunter, or even a normal player, you would use this function fairly often when trying to find new bases. You wouldn't want to create huge strip mines by your own base, would you? Obviously, no. You would randomly teleport first, then find an area that gives clues, dig down, and so on. So in my mind, the odds of a player finding the trapped house, dying from it, and then knowing exactly where it was they died is fairly slim. So unless Goalie uses the /home feature or recorded some sort of instant replay that shows their coordinates where they died, Goalie's not getting his items back. The hiding mechanism is really just for other people who may come across the already activated trap before I do. But I guess it is extra points if Goalie somehow finds his way back just to have no clue what far lands his items made it to. Well, with that out of the way, the only thing to do now is to build these things. Okay, so I've randomly teleported, and a lot. I'm not gonna lie, like a lot. I didn't film it because it's just nothing's happening, but this is the area. I can feel it in my bones. I can just feel it to my core. This is where the house is gonna go. As a matter of fact, I gotta get down there. I'm getting excited. So this is where it's gonna happen. This is where the house is gonna be built. It's gonna be very visible from wherever you are around, which is double thumbs up, and hopefully we can catch a stray. Also, I'm gonna build the trap first because I am really not in the mood to have someone preemptively fall into the trap before it's built, although that would be kind of funny. So I've made a fairly deep hole. I'm at 71 right now, and it goes down to level 10. And the reason it is such a deep hole is if someone has like max level feather falling, I get the best chance at cracking their totem. My goal at the end of the day is to crack that totem, because if the totem doesn't break, this is pointless. This is pointless. Anyways. Nice. Also, this part of the trap right here was actually built by a YouTuber named Donkey Muffin, and I just wanted to take a second to appreciate it. Check out his channel if you want to learn how it's built. Okay, so I have the drop part finished, I think. So the idea is you step on this pressure plate, breaks the walls, break the ladders, you go down. Perfect. Okay. Now I need to make an ungodly amount of crafting tables. So I'm gonna do that now. I'm now understanding how long this is gonna take. Oh my god. And now I've just understood a mistake I've just made. The whole machine is over one block. God damn. I kind of knew I was going to run into a few hiccups building the trap, and that's to be expected, but kind of figured the more I built them, considering I'm going to be building multiple, I'd become faster and faster. So at least this bottom part you're seeing now was built by me, so there's a decent chance it doesn't work, but I guess all you can do is hope. Alright, here's the idea behind the hidden cart. Boom, gets activated, does the whole thing, comes down over here. People will assume, oh, it's behind here. Mine the wall. Another fake wall, which it will actually hide itself down here. But they'll only break these 2 blocks right here and see that there's a minecart here, thinking someone already took it, and that they were too late to the party, even though it's going to be right down there. So I'm gonna build the house now so I can go to sleep and hopefully get an elytra or something. The only problem is I did not build the house. I went to bed without building the house, so I was really tired. But I had totally forgot about the part where I needed to make all the instant harming potions to put into the bottom. So I think it's a good thing that I got some rest, because I definitely would have forgot. So I'm gonna do that real quick and then build the house and then go to work. Hopefully we get something, because if not, we're building the second trap tonight. So that's the plan. It's shortly after the clip that you're seeing right now that my video completely corrupted and froze for 30 minutes straight. And because of that, we don't get a cool building montage. So here's a sweet cinematic swing camera going around the front of the house. It's gonna do the job just fine. I kind of figured I didn't want to go too ham on it, considering I'm gonna be building a bunch of these. It is finished. It is ready to go. I have created the home. Nice and cozy. I've made it look somewhat habitable. Little bed, an e-chest, some furnaces. Shulker box next to the ladder that's filled with a bunch of slop, but some decent things, I guess, that could maybe get someone thinking that there's more. And down there we have a pressure plate that I don't want to press, and a shulker with 1 golden apple in it, just as a fun little send-off. I'm not going to show you the golden apple because I'll end up going down the trap. But anyways, this is what we got. This is number 1. So I'm going to go to work now, and hopefully when I get back, this is activated. And if it's not, I'm going to build another one, and I'm just going to continue to build them until I run out of /home slots. What's the worst that happens? It's not activated? Oh, past Hunter, if you'd only just be a little bit more hopeful. While I was busy looking at something that meant nothing at all, my eyes gazed upon something very interesting. The door has been opened. Unless I left it open, but I don't think I left it open. Okay. It's been activated. I did not expect this to work this quickly. Day 1 of me building it, it's been activated. I was gonna add, I had an epiphany today at work about how I probably shouldn't have put a bed here, because they could have used the bed and then respawned, but let's see what we got. All the potions are out. Let's turn this off, because that's annoying. Boys, I can't believe it. We may have some loot. I can't, okay. We gotta check. Okay, if we go down here, the minecart is the minecart didn't move. Okay, the minecart seems like the minecart maybe didn't work. Wait, it did. This got activated. Oh, okay, wait. Let me check the minecarts that didn't move. Oh. It seems we've killed a noob. Which, hey, you know what? I kind of expected to happen. Yeah, there's the golden apples he stole. The pressure plate. Let's see what we got out of this. Yeah, no, it's just all the stuff I put in the chest. To be completely frank with you, I am just pumped that it worked. That's awesome. That's awesome that it worked. I'm going to collect all these things in a shulker. Well, some goods and some bads. The trap worked. It definitely killed the player like intended. The bad is that the player was poor. They were very poor, and I kind of feel bad. Like, that sucks. I'm sorry I had to do that to you, but come on now. That's so cool. I think what I'm going to end up doing is just resetting the system so it can work again, and hopefully we can maybe catch someone with a little bit more capital. Another thing that's pretty cool about this trap is it didn't earn me a kill, and you may be asking yourself, why is that cool? You get shards for killing people. Well, I'm doing something a little bit different on the DonutSMP as I'm going completely passive, and my entire goal is to basically have 0 kills the whole time I'm on the server. Basically giving people an incentive to make me kill them, which is fine because I will never kill anyone on the server. Mark my words. Anyways, I'm gonna reset up the trap and then build another one. What more can you ask for, boys? We got some loot.
Now, the trap working is great and all, but what matters more is the bottom line. With everything all said and done, the trap costs just about $500,000. And you gotta remember, I'm filling this thing up every time it gets activated with more potions, so that price is gonna fluctuate. So it's safe to say we're in the hole, but it's still worth counting how much we made. On the first trap activation, we got a full chainmail armor set. After checking the auction, only gives me about 5k. A stone sword, 4k, and 2 crafting tables, which is 2k each, so 4k as well. The real question is, who's buying these things? Besides the point, we are not off to a hot start, but you know what they say, when at first you don't succeed, go and build another trap. I think that's how the quote goes. Anyways, we're gonna go to that part now.
Okay, I have found the location for spot number 2. Of course, it's raining. Why wouldn't it be? I'm just gonna build it right in front of this cool looking mountain. Hopefully someone falls for it.
It was while I was clearing the area and making the trap that I came across one of my favorite things in the DonutSMP, something I like to call fake blocks.
Whoa. It's good water placement. Huh.
What is this fake block?
And I was just moving along just fine, building the trap, slowly but surely. Takes a long time. When I looked down at the base of the trap and noticed my shulkers were gone, so had to check on that.
Huh. I really thought my shulkers just got stolen. Okay, so the trap is finished. Thank God I haven't put the pressure plate down yet. Otherwise, this llama would have been murked and I would have had to reset everything. Anyways, I just need to build the house, which hopefully the recording will record this time and not break. Are they moving closer? And why is it raining again? I've done it. I've finished the second trap. This is my design for the second house, by the way. All set up. Bunch of random crud in the shulker box. Make sure they can't save themselves. Kind of gives the illusion that they will be able to walk in here, but it's never been possible. And the final step, which is this pressure plate. Good to go. Voila. Trap 2. And now we wait.
Good things happen to those who wait, and wait I did, because neither trap was activated. But thankfully, all I needed to do was wait till later that night.
It has been 24 hours since I built this trap, and just like the last one, someone has interacted with the house. All the goodies were taken, and all the crud was left behind. Yes! We've done it again. Oh. What we need from this is for this player to not be a noob. We need maybe someone with, anything of value. I just need this to be profitable because I am so incredibly in the hole right now. Speaking of, I need to go down there. The trap is activated. Oh, Lord. Oh, lock in. This is officially the moment of truth. Part 2, really, but still. Okay, he had a diamond axe. I didn't put that in there. Oh no, the rest of the stuff is just crud. And the minecart didn't even activate. I don't think I can put a delay on this anymore. I think this has to just be straight redstone and instantly make the minecart leave. Because I think him leaving the chunk is causing it to not activate because it takes too long. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this instant. So the minute it's activated, it makes the minecart go because it's obviously, that's just not going to work. All that matters is that we've done it again. But we, again, are not profiting from this. I can guarantee it. For the second trap activation, we got a diamond axe worth 30k. Very nice. A water bucket worth 3k. And another crafting table, which is 2k. There was a few other things in the minecart I'm not counting now, but does it really matter? Must we not forget, I built 2 of these now, so I'm technically $1 million in the hole. But there's no time to dwell on that now, because rumor has it, the first trap just got activated. All right, this is day 3 of testing the trap. This is the first one we built. Still standing, not griefed, which I'm kind of surprised. And the doors are open. So we are going to take a look. The shulker is gone. That's new. They took the shulker completely. Did they take the spill? Oh no. Did we get outsmarted? No, wait. Boys, he tried to save himself. Wait. Yeah, there's no pressure plate. So he broke this shulker trying to get it and then tried to save by placing the shulker? He wasn't even trying to take the good stuff. He said, just give me the whole shulker. Okay, well, that makes me think that he's going to be a broke boy, which is fine. Let's get down there. Let's see. The trap has been activated. We are doing good. We are on track to getting an elytra in maybe 100 more traps. Let's go. The minecart moved. That's new. Okay, yep. I'm so tired of getting noobs, bro. Why are we getting new players every time? Okay, the hiding mechanism didn't work. Or it did. Okay. Wait, okay. V2 was a good play. It didn't activate this bottom piston, that's fine. But still, hit this one. Let's see. Yeah. So it didn't work. Right. Yeah, so it didn't pick up any of the items, and whatever else didn't make it into the hopper just immediately got deleted. I believe it's time to revamp the mechanism in which we steal items. It's a good thing we're wasting it on noobs, because if a elytra despawned, I'd have to quit the server. Essentially what I'm doing here is giving the items a fighting chance of not deleting themselves. So I did an extra storage beneath and made the timer a little longer. So if the minecart does go, I have some of the items below and some of the items in the minecart. Gonna keep this one short and sweet. We got a stack of cobblestone, basically, 16 pieces of meat, and 11 iron. I don't even know the total. I was too lazy to do it right now. I'm just gonna do it in editing. At this point, I was feeling pretty demotivated, but I kind of figured I just kind of had to refill the trap and keep pushing along. And so I did. And what happened next kind of shocked me. So I've woke up this morning, as you can probably tell by my voice, and I've noticed the door is open. I said in the last little clip that I was going to build the new trap, and then my buddies decided to travel in from out of state, so I haven't had the time. This is the... All right, dude, chill out. This is the new design of the trap, so hopefully I'm able to get all their stuff. Did they come in through the window? What is this? Okay, first damage to the house. Broken window next to the shulker. And nothing was taken from the shulker, but the trap is activated. That makes things way easier for me. I don't have to refill this, so that's nice. But it's happened. We've gotten another one. I cannot believe that we are just... We should be printing money, but everybody's a pleb, so... What happens next was always destined to happen. All it needed was time. Wait, what? What? Oh no. He got out. All right, boys. Well, this is a first. I actually am a little dumbfounded. They broke out. Yeah, they did not die. Did I refill the dispensers? I fear maybe
I have to add more harming potions. This is a dud, boys. Okay. After being dealt a devastating blow, I got right back to work. I rebuilt the trap and I added a new special touch, which is completely filling the dispensers to the brim with instant harming potions. What I do know now and didn't know while I was actually filming the video is there is a laundry list of ways you can survive this trap, one of which being an elytra, or a really good pair of boots, or even a really good totem quick draw. As I've already kind of shown in the video, I'm building this trap as I go. I'm upgrading it depending on, what situation happens. With that out of the way, I have come to a realization that I can't believe I didn't think about before. Okay, so with the Profit Pitfall V2 now into effect, I think it's time to build more traps. Sorry, I think I'm getting sick, which is great. Great timing. It's time to point out something that I've only now just noticed. I'm currently resided in NA West. That's what gives me the lowest ping at 43 ms right now, but that's not where most of the players are. See, if I do /RTP and then go to the overworld, you can check how many people are in each server, with NA West being 3,000 players and NA East having almost double. So in theory, I should be getting twice as many people in my trap if I build my traps in the east. You see what I'm putting down? See what I'm getting at here? These two traps will be here. They'll stay here, and I'll keep checking on them every day. But it's now time to build 2 more in the east. In theory, we should get twice as many people to fall into the traps. All right, here. Okay, I'll just tell you guys while these guys come towards me. This is going to be spot number 3. First one in the east. It's going to be a nice little beachfront property type beat. I don't know, just people like to look for bases out in the water, so maybe they'll come by in a boat and see it on the beach and be interested. So that's sort of my idea behind it. Also, if you have a keen eye, you'll see that I have 0 MS in the East servers. Why that is, I'm not sure. I live in the West, I would say pretty far into the West. So I don't know either. So looks like I'll be calling NA East my new home. Anyways, yeah, this is the new place. I'm gonna get to building now. Insert awesome sick building montage. And it's done. I built it off camera because I've done it 2 times now, and I think you kind of get the point by now. For the house, I'm gonna go for a little bit more of a modern look, and what I mean by that is I'm going to freestyle what I think modern means in Minecraft. If you watch this point, thank you for watching, but we need to get some good loot like soon. Okay, I've finished my modern house. This is our first Eastern trap, which is nice. And I'm still on 0 MS. It's all set up and good to go, other than the pressure plate, which is always the cherry on top. Primed and ready to go. All right. I'm gonna go take some NyQuil and go to bed. After getting a good night's rest, I came back to the single most popular trap, and it was activated. Okay, so I just woke up. Because I can't sleep because I'm dying from a cold, but the first trap's activated, so this is way more important than rest. They took all the goodies. The ladder is broken. Let's go down there. They didn't break out this time, so that's good news. Another noob. Hooray. Stop coming into my traps unless you have money, bro. Honestly. If it wasn't clear enough from the trap activation before this one, we are entering the Dark Ages. It's turned into me looking at the trap being activated, going in, and knowing well there's going to be junk at the bottom. And as I get more physically ill day by day from a real sickness, I'm slowly getting sick of what the concept of this video even is. I mean, we're 24 minutes into a video where I'm supposed to be making profit off of these things, and yet still nothing. But don't worry, things are about to get very interesting. As I was on my way to build my 4th and final trap, I came across something that was a little unexpected, and trust me, what you're about to watch, I'm not super proud of, but I just have a hunch it's gonna work. Okay, so I'm still waiting for the region that I built the first NA East trap in to be done with maintenance. And in the meantime, I just kind of randomly RTP'd somewhere into the east, and an opportunity has come upon me that I can't say no to. I'm very close to 6767. I'm 25 years old. I don't like it, but I know some kids out there will make far ventures to come to these coordinates. I've made the hard decision. I believe I'm going to build my 4th trap at 67,000. I'm just going to get there, and then we'll see what we find. Okay. Seems that some child has left their mark here. They understood that this was holy grounds, if you will. But this just proves the fact that someone on their own has built something here should tell you that people are willing to literally travel here because they think that something might be here because it's funny number. It's funny, when I was drafting up this video and when I was writing the original script, I planned on doing it at a funny number, and by a stroke of chance, I found my way to probably the most rot number ever, the new 6-7, which will probably be somewhat a dead meme by the time I release this video. But right now, still pretty popular. So this is going to be trap number 4. Now that we all have an understanding of how big of a turn this video took, I can't even say it without laughing. Here's what I'm going to do for the 6-7 trap. First things first, we need to make the monument. I kind of figured I would just do something simple. Little diamond block surrounded by some lapis. Then the actual base. Now, this is where things get fun. The plan is build a giant Minecraft Steve doing the 6-7 meme. Look, I know it's ridiculous, but I'm literally left no choice. First roadblock I ran into when building the Steve was how expensive lapis was. For context, wool and concrete on the DonutSMP go for outrageous amounts of money. So the only blue block that you can get that's somewhat cheap is a block of lapis. But at the time of recording the video, lapis was also outrageously priced. So I was left no choice but to buy shulkers off the shop and dye them blue. I really wish I didn't do this, by the way. I should have just taken the hit because this took so long. Shulkers do not stack, by the way. This sucked. But after that, it was smooth sailing. I just used a bunch of ice and dirt to finish the rest of the Steve, and this is the final creation. It may be something I'm not super proud of, but man, is this gonna work. I have built a giant 6-7 Minecraft Steve, and if this doesn't get me netherite tools or an elytra or something, I do not know what will. But yeah, this is the house. This is the house for the 4th and final trap. This is it. This is the magnum opus. I can't one up this. This video is taking a turn, but when in Rome, baby. So I went ahead and finished the actual base part of Steve. Then I did what I do best. Go to sleep before completely finishing the trap. And this time, I was paid a visit before the trap was even able to be activated. Did somebody take the shulkers and not go in the house? There's also something taken out of his mouth? What's going on? Look, it's through his head. He got shot in the head. Although I wouldn't blame a person for gunning 6-7 Steve down, it wasn't hard to find the actual culprit. Oh. I found out who shot the 6-7 Steve in the head. Some Enderman moving blocks around. And so I got off for the night, and what was that? Another trap activation, and from a familiar face. Okay, so it's Christmas Eve. I've been making my rounds around the traps. For some reason, my /home to my main base is under maintenance, which is really cringe. I'm not able to run any of my farms right now, which is really lame, and I'm pissed off about it. But just before I hopped off, I thought maybe I'd, make my rounds and check out all the traps. And the first 3 were no good, but the abomination, Mr. 6-7 Steve, has been activated. I will point out, these doors were closed. The diamond block left alone. In my mind, we have a very interesting player. He's got good manners, he closed the door, and he may be rich because he didn't go for the diamond block, which most, if not all noobs, would have immediately went after. And so yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about it, and trap has been activated, the whole deal, the whole shebang. There's nothing down there. I'm gonna just tell you now, there's nothing down there. I already checked. I'm used to it now. I wasn't even recording because I just knew that nothing was gonna be down there, and I was right. I was sadly right. Now, I'm not going to do that again. I will say that was dumb. I just kind of had figured that I didn't have anything good. You know, I'll still go down there and show you just for the sake of the video. And the loot, everything that I put in the chests. I'm going to go enjoy Christmas now. And hopefully when I get back on tomorrow, I'll be a rich man.
This is usually the part where I pull up a cool graph and we all look at how much I could sell everything on the auction for. But honestly, you could just go back in the video and look at the old ones, because it's all the same stuff. You can probably tell how I'm feeling at this point. Obviously defeated, but honestly, just kind of bored. Every morning and night of the week, I come on the server, I check the trap, I refill it if it's been activated, and so on. And it's probably because of a lack of patience, but I'm just kind of tired of not getting good items. With this much effort, I could have made millions already with a farm or selling things on the auction and so on. So it's fair to say the repetitive nature has made things a bit boring. Funnily enough, when I get bored of playing the DonutSMP, I don't leave the server. I go to spawn. One of my favorite things about this server is the ability to have proximity chat, so you can go and meet people from all around the world just in the spawn. So I decided to take a little trip and talk to some people. And I got the usual, you know, kids begging for money and whatnot, but I also met a lot of cool people. One of which was a guy by the name of... well, I don't know. His name was hidden. What I can tell you about him is that he was very wealthy. Multiple elytras, multiple stashes, the whole shebang. He was honestly really intrigued about the concept of the video. He had seen the original one by BaconWaffles and was curious on how my version was going to turn out. I gave him a basic rundown of what the video was about, having 2 traps in the west, 2 traps in the east, and continuing to check on him every single day. I had actually gotten so comfortable with him that I actually told him about the 6-7 monument because I thought it was pretty funny and I trusted him to not go and blow it all up. In retrospect, this was a dumb idea considering we were still in spawn, so anybody just barely in earshot would know exactly where the trap was, but nonetheless. He gave me a bunch of pointers on what to do in the future. We had a good solid 30-minute or so conversation and then we parted ways. And I know for a fact you're asking yourself, why is any of this important? Why would you go on this long tangent about some no-name guy you met in spawn? Well, I promise it's gonna be important later. But what matters now is we got another trap activation. And this one changes some things.
Another day, another trap activation. The traps have been up for almost a week now. Yep, activated as expected. That's interesting. All the items were left. They went straight to the basement. Oh, yeah, he didn't die. No. It seems I've been griefed. You know what? Fair. Honestly, this is fair. It makes me think it was a good player, and I wasn't able to crack his totem. And I've been thinking about it for a few days, and I now understand, and you may have even understood, maybe the minute you saw my trap, that there is a flaw. If you have Feather Falling 4 on your boots, you're pretty much guaranteed to not crack a totem. It would have to be at such a deep level. And not to mention, if you have an elytra, you can just kind of fly, which kind of bums me out because I was seconds from maybe having an elytra. They're just surviving the trap. I would have to completely revamp the trap. This video would be so long if I revamped the traps. I might have to revamp the traps.
Perfect. While we're at it, let's check the second trap.
And would you looky here, trap number 2 has also been activated. At least I think it has. Items are still there. Trap has been activated. I'm feeling less and less hopeful. Okay, cool. So it worked. At least to my knowledge, this one worked, but I'm expecting a noob, considering what I learned from the last one. And yeah, he mined out the bottom. Back to back hurts. Back to back hurts. It's just expected. This is now the second trap in a row that has been survivable. I'm a little down in the dumps. I would be lying if I told you I wasn't. That my design only works on new players, which is pointless. For it to become profitable, so many people would have to die.
Like I would have to kill so many noobs. And this trap isn't even that expensive. Like my goal was to keep it somewhat cheap, but making all these potions and over again redoing it, it's very hard. All right, well, I guess I'm gonna go check the third trap now.
I kind of expected it, but back-to-back hurt. And I checked the 2 in the east, and of course, they weren't activated. So I took a break from the traps. I just focused on my farms I was building. I just finally convinced my brother to hop on the server with me, and I just kind of ignored the traps. Then, out of nowhere, I kind of just had a hunch and figured I'd go check up on them. I think we all know what's coming. I wouldn't have made you watch an almost 40-minute video just for this not to happen. And honestly, if it wasn't for this single trap activation that you're about to watch, this video may have never seen the light of day. I was probably gonna scrap it, but thankfully, this guy was no goalie.
All right, I hopped on and saw that the 6-7 trap was activated and kind of figured I'd go check on it. Make sure, yep, activated. Items are still here. That's always interesting. To be honest, the vibes have been down. I'm just kind of excited to rebuild all these traps because they're not working, obviously. So let's go see what bad loot we got. Okay, it's activated. Oh. Wait, no way. I have goosebumps. I don't know what I'm more excited about. The fact that I think I just got a full set of netherite armor, or that I don't need to build the other. I don't need to build it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. It's possible. We got a netherite sword. We're missing a helmet. Netherite axe. I really didn't think I'd be able to break even, let alone, this is profit. I mean, these are like 6 mil each. Looks like he was a PvPer. No totem. Why are you not carrying totems? There's no way I killed this guy because he wasn't carrying a totem. We got big ticket items. It happened. It happened. At the 6-7 monument, out of all places. I can't believe it. I'm sorry. I don't have any words. I don't know what to say. I didn't think this would... I thought this video was going to be scrapped. Boys, we're going to make profits. There's no way.
On screen now, you'll be seeing the profits that we made from all the other traps, but most importantly, this one. However you want to spin it, we are out of the hole. We are in the green. We have done it. We have made profit through these traps. And believe me, I'm just as shocked as you are. This doesn't feel real. And honestly, I wouldn't blame you for thinking that this is staged. And I had the same idea. Just as I was about to button up this video and tell you to like and subscribe, which you should do, I had an epiphany. Barring a few friends and maybe my brother, I am the only one that knows where the traps are located. Except for one other person you may have already forgotten about. There's a chance, a slim chance, that this guy that I met at spawn, who of course I don't know the name to, but he maybe felt bad or just wanted to surprise me and went down there, activated the trap, put things back together, and filled the chest with goodies. Or killed himself, which would be kind of sad, but now this isn't set in stone. I don't know that this happened, but everything just seems too good to be true. If you're that random player that gave me all these items, thank you. If you want to make yourself known, that would be great because this is pretty cool. If you're the person that died from the trap, also let me know because we can put this thing to rest. Nonetheless, I made you sit through a 40-minute video about me setting up traps in a random Minecraft server, and I thought I'd repay the favor. In each trap room, located at the bottom of each one of the bases, I've left a piece of glowstone. Mine that glowstone and you'll find a piece of netherite armor, as I'll be putting each piece in each base. And because there was no helmet for some reason, I just went ahead and bought one, so there was one at each trap. So if you're checking the view count right now and it seems somewhat low, you have a good chance at getting a piece of armor or maybe even the full set. Again, thanks for watching and I'll see you around.